There's the mama, Layla. She arrived in September, skinny as a rail. She got macaroni and cheese that was heated for her first meal. She stuck around. We tried to get her fixed. But the vet wouldn't let her get fixed because she had a little bare spot on her ear. So the spay and neuter clinic that does this for a living said they couldn't treat her, and I had to bring her to my local vet. So I did, in Richmond. And that vet told me that I could either get her tested for $150. She would take a chunk of her hair around the ear and test it for ringworm, or I could treat it with Monistat cream, which was $20 at the pharmacy. So I opted for the second choice, since I wasn't sure if Layla May belonged to somebody else or she was going to be staying with us. So I was trying to do the responsible thing. So, continued to feed her. I fed her 3 times a day. Never had a cat before, didn't know what to do, asked all my friends. And we continued to feed her. And she was getting bigger and healthier. She bit my husband a few times. So I brought her back to the clinic, the veterinary in Richmond, who was super nice. And they told me I had to have a rabies shot. So I paid for the rabies shot. And they told me she was 2 to 3 years old and that she was not pregnant at the time, and to continue treating her with Monistat cream. So I did. In the meanwhile, she's getting chunky and chunkier, and my husband's saying she's pregnant. And I'm saying, no, she's just getting fat because she was so skinny when she first came. So, February 6th, we had her outside in her little cooler that we made that was insulated. That inside were 2 babies, and one was outside dead on the ground, on the porch. So my husband took care of that baby, and we had to bury her and give her a little grave. And the next morning, I looked out in her little cooler, and there were 3 little kittens. Now we have 4 cats, and we had none. And the story that's really interesting is that my son, Brad, who went to heaven on August 9th, 2018, in a motorcycle accident that still is not resolved because the person that was involved in the accident with him never stopped. So my husband sits out on the porch every day crying, and he had a cat that looked just like this one, and the cat came walking up to him, and he fed her, and she looks just like Brad's cat. She's not Brad's cat because Brad's girlfriend has Brad's cat, and that cat's name is Layla. So my husband decided to name this one Layla. That's how she got her name, Layla. So, where's those kittens? So, we have these kittens that have kind of distracted us and brought us a little bit of joy because we don't have our son. And this one right here looks just like Layla number 1. I have to unplug that cord, I see. And so we were nervous wrecks about what to do with, at least I was, what to do with the kittens, how to take care of them. And now they're 5 weeks old, and they are running all around and jumping and hiding and fighting with each other. And I need to unplug this because I see little oopsie daisy. Originally, I wanted a gray one because I just saw a cat on YouTube, and she was gray and she was climbing all over her owner, and I just thought, if one of them is gray, I want to keep it. And first my husband said, no, we're not keeping any good cats. And then he changed his mind. So then, as time goes on, my husband starts to fall in love with this one. He's fallen in love with all of them, but they all have homes. And, oh, he's letting me keep one. So we're keeping this one that looks the most like Layla number 1. And my friend who helped us and brought us over